Hi, and welcome to our quick tutorial on the anxiety tracker template we have for Google Sheets. And this is available to download through Etsy. So this spreadsheet is designed to help you work out patterns with thoughts and situations that could be triggering anxiety. And to give you a quick walkthrough of this template, we have 4 tabs. Down here we have instructions, we have your symptoms, an anxiety tracker main sheet, and a known triggers tab. Okay, so the first place we want to start to set up the spreadsheet is in the symptoms. These have actually been filled out for you in 3 categories with the most common symptoms, but you can add more in each category. And you can also delete any that might not be relevant. For ones that are particularly relevant, you can put a tick next to them, and you can delete any as you go. So any of these fields that we fill out here will appear as a drop-down menu in your main tracker here. Okay, so once we fill that out, we come to our main tracker. This is the one that we're going to use most often. If you're going to be using this every month, it's a good idea to keep this main one blank and just make a copy each month. So to do that, we just come down the bottom here and click on this little arrow, and we can duplicate this tab as many times as we want. So once it duplicates down here, you can rename this. So say we go to October now, and now we'll work off this one. Okay, so the first place to start is up in the top corner here. We can change our month with the drop down. And at the start of each week, we can write in the week date starting. So say this was the 1st of October. We'll type that in. It's in American date format here. Okay, and once we've got that going, we start off in the week. So as we go along in the week, we can categorize our symptoms through here. So each category we can pick from the drop down any symptoms which we've experienced that day. So say we have these 3. And then next to that we can pick the severity of it. Now the key to the severity levels is here. So we might have some moderate symptoms here, some uncomfortable high symptoms here, maybe some minor symptoms, say. And we go along doing this for each of the categories. So we've got physical, emotional, and we've got our sleep symptoms. Okay, so just saying we're doing that. Now the next category here is the notes. Now this is really important. This is where you want to describe what's happened during that day or some thoughts or feelings you were having. That might relate to the anxiety. And it's also a good idea to put in your sleep pattern for the night previously coming into that day. So just jotting in anything that's happened. And then finally, we've got your overall feeling for the day. So we just simply pick whether it was good, average, or bad. And that's going to tally up here as we go along. So we can get a kind of idea of how many bad days we're having during the month. Okay, so I'm just going to race ahead a bit and fill a bit more out so that you can see how it will look like filled out. Okay, so I've filled one out here a bit more. You can see now at the top, we've got a bit of a tally going of how many good, average, and bad days we've got. And we're getting a bit of an idea of some of our symptoms and some of the things that are going on. So once you've kind of filled this out for a while, you should start to notice some patterns and some triggers that might be happening. So we can record these over in the known triggers tab, which again, I've just filled out a little bit just to see how it looks. So we can pop in the situation or whatever it may be. And then we can pick the symptoms that relate to that situation. So these are, again, all of your symptoms here in the drop-down list, and just some notes on what's happening when these situations arise. And then this final category here, you can pop in some possible strategies that you might be able to use when this situation arises again. So as you work out your triggers, you can also then work out some strategies to cope with them as well. Okay, so that's kind of a quick run through. So it's designed to be simple to use. There's some instructions on the first page if you do get stuck. If you aren't able to work through it in any way, just message us through Etsy or in the comments below. And this one's available to download through Etsy. There's a link to our shop below. And if you have any questions, like I say, just message us and we'll get back to you quickly.